back, everyone. We apologize for that bad audio. I mean, before we went on that break, we were talking about Senator Oyewumi, who was caught in a viral video admitting to vote by.
Yes, he even had no shame in saying that they refused to collect his money and that he was surprised, was disappointed that they refused to take his money. Why would you resort to vote buying? And the point that I'm making is laws in our country appear to be made for the poor and the lowly in our society. Ordinarily by now, having seen that video, you don't even need the public to demand for the senator's arrest. The senator has no immunity. So by now, the EFCC should have got cracking. Let him come and explain whether he was the one in that video or wasn't the one. You know? But we've not seen that happen. No one has sent for him, and they may not send for him. That's not how to build a nation.
This is because
our laws should be meant for everybody. We see former presidents being arrested in other countries and jailed. If we want to build a strong nation, our laws, the primacy of our laws should be accentuated. Everyone should know that, if you go against the law, you go to jail. It doesn't matter whether you have money or you don't have money. It is irresponsible to be giving people money to vote for you. It's downright irresponsible. And that senator ought to know better. So my point is, why should the EFCC spend so much money deploying their operatives to polling centers if they will not apprehend a man who, with his mouth, admitted that he was involved in the vote buying, took money to them, even mentioned the people? I mean, it's a sorry state of affairs that politicians have weaponized poverty in our country. They know that people may not vote for them, but they started in those states with the Bufunwako Sebe. Now it's become a very big issue. Politicians set aside so much money to buy the conscience of voters and to buy the conscience of judges after the election. That's what happens in our country.
Adeoye, money politics.
Yeah.
Has it now been normalized in Nigerian politics?
I think, look at it from any different angle. The first thing is what they are saying. The audacity to commit crime. Do that. Nothing will happen to you. If people have been arrested for wrongdoing, I think politicians should be very cautious making such statements. But it's driven by the fact that he knows that nothing will happen to me. After all, this is what we do all the time. At the same time, I think it's also confirmation what many of us are saying. A lot of people, some politicians, buy their way. Right? Chance, to bribe voters. Not that actually merit that position. Unfortunately, this person that is speaking is a major political force in Osun State. Has been in politics since 2000. He was the police secretary of PDP. And there was a local government chairman. Then he's from the same senator district with the incumbent government. So you can see that he's most likely to be one of the harshest men in the Osun politics.
And obviously, this is what he has been doing.
Yes, this is what he has been doing, And don't also forget that the Osun State election was contested in court. I hope he had provided this evidence before the party was taken to court. So I think this is, an embarrassment, not just a local embarrassment, but also an international embarrassment to us. But you see, some people who are opposed to him, all of us are not viewing it from the same perspective. Some people are opposing because they feel has exposed the system, has exposed what they have always been doing. And some people also will feel that, this man has damaged the reputation of the party. So it's not just the EFCC, the police, INEC, and even the Senate. You know, these are moral institutions. The Senate should be able to do something, even with suspension, you know, to teach him a lesson. And even those who elected him, the law permits them to question, to call for his withdrawal. But if this thing goes without any sanction, I think to be another dark spot in this of Nigeria.
Bikio, looks like there's a global consensus that eliminating money politics is almost impossible.
And the way we do it, it is possible to, even if we don't stop it totally, it is possible to stop vote buying. Vote buying was not this common before. It wasn't something that you see people doing. But these days, we even see INEC staff, especially the ad hoc staff, given money by politicians to give to voters on their behalf. I saw a video. I saw a video, I think from Bauchi State. It was the electoral officer who was giving them money as they were voting. They turned election to a joke in our country. It's a big farce. If the electoral officer is the one giving the money, putting the money in people's hands. And during the election, in the off-season election, we saw cash that they had kept in their houses that they couldn't take to the banks when Emefiele came up with his Naira repainting exercise. They went and dusted them up. And now began to give people during the last off-season election in Kogi and Bayelsa. They were giving people. So people have now resigned to fate that, look, when election comes, they are going to give me bales of cotton. They are going to give me rice. They are going to give me...
some people collect 200 Naira.
Well, to them, 200 Naira is better than nothing. What we've seen, the trend now, is that even days to the election, there were people who got salarams before the Osun State election. Some got cows. They would just give them to the people in the household. So they don't want to do it on election day anymore. They start patronizing people, moving from house to house and start putting money in their hands from like 2-3 weeks to the election. So it's still vote buying. When you give people rice, give them beans and all that, gari, ahead of an election, it's still vote buying. You are buying their conscience. You have money. You are giving them in kind, not in cash. So it's still vote buying. It is the crude way we do it that has no parallel anywhere in the world. It has no parallel. That in your face, it's in your face vote buying that we are doing in our country. It just shows that we've gone to nuts. Because this thing was not this brazen before now. It wasn't this brazen. I'm not saying that we didn't have vote buying before now. But I've seen elections in my life. I've never seen where openly they will be putting money in people's hands as we see now. So it's like we've legalized it.
So do we just accept
almost
it
the same way that we have literally legalized Indian hemp smoking. If you pass through Femi Shrine, driving through, they will be stopping you and asking you if you want to buy drugs. Is that bad? You look at someone like me, you imagine that I'm a drug user. You are coming to tap my window and ask him if so I must not pass through that place again unless I want to take something. It must be out of the
Gentlemen, let's